Hello, you beautiful people. It's Fahad here, back with yet another video. Today, I am very excited to put out this video because it was requested by one of my subscribers in terms of how to go about setting up your Delaware LLC in the state of Delaware in the United States. So I'm going to show you exactly to the T how I do it every time, so many times, setting up my own Delaware LLCs every month for me, myself, my clients, and my students. So let's get to it. All right, so to begin with, I want to put out a few disclaimers. So when it comes to Delaware LLC and DelawareInc.com, the only time you want to use them is when you're starting out with e-commerce and you're starting out a dropshipping business if you are living here in UAE. Okay, very important for you to know. First, if you are starting out e-commerce, it is very wise to start out with dropshipping. Do not put all your money into something that you don't even know and it's very vague. I never did that and I don't recommend you to do that. So one way for you to find your buyer first and really understand how e-commerce works is by starting out with dropshipping, and that way you will understand first how entrepreneurship game works, which is brutal. Okay, it's not always rainbows and butterflies and stuff like that. That is one. Number two is that this is the most important. You will become a savage marketer, a digital marketer. And guess what? If you are a digital marketer now in 2021, it's going to take you so far, very far, because that is the skill in demand right now, and it always will be. Yes, it's going to evolve by time, but something very similar will always remain throughout. It is going to remain and not going to go anywhere until we human beings are going to occupy the planet. So that is two. Number three is that you will really understand how to strike good deals with your suppliers and how the whole supply chain works and how the whole business model inside of e-commerce, what it takes to be an e-commerce entrepreneur and stuff like that, right? So start out with dropshipping. And if you're starting out with dropshipping, then DelawareInc.com is the perfect fit for you because you do not have to have your own LLC, at least when you're starting out, like the mainland LLC or a free zone LLC when you're starting out, because you'll be working with such small numbers at the start that it's good for you to start out with Delaware. And the best part about Delaware is, in fact, two things that are awesome about Delaware is that first, the LLC itself costs about $180, okay? And then there is the $95 for EIN. However, the EIN might take 45 to 60 days to come. So EIN is the Employer Identification Number. It's a tax ID in IRS. IRS is Internal Revenue Service, so it's a tax ID by IRS. However, if you were to go by Delaware, it's going to take you 45 to 60 days. But you can reach out to me. I have an offer for you. Yes, it's going to cost you a tad high, but guess what? You don't have to wait for 45 to 60 days. Rather, you will get it for 48 hours or less, guaranteed. And the second thing that is amazing if you're using Delaware LLC is that you have hands-on to the number one payment gateway on the planet, which is Stripe. If you were to use a company here in UAE, locally, or anywhere in the Middle East, the payment gateways over here suck. Let's be honest, they suck. The reason being is because if you're using a payment gateway over here, let's say you're using Pay4 or you're using PayTabs, what's going to happen is that your customers back in the United States, when they are trying to check out, they are redirected to another page from your Shopify store. That is bad for your conversions. Number two is that they are going to see something written in Arabic on top, and that is going to raise alarms. Okay, I'm not trying to put out anything, but I'm saying, people in US or people in UK or anywhere on the planet elsewhere from Middle East, if they were to see anything written in Arabic and they have to put their credit card details, warning, right? I personally wouldn't do that. If I see something foreign, I'm not trying to target Arabic here, but I'm trying to say that if you see something foreign, it raises alarms. That is all that I'm going to put. That is all that I'm trying to put out here. Okay. So highly recommended. Once you have your dropshipping business and if it's doing amazing for you, you are welcome to go out there and then incorporate your own LLC over here in UAE, either mainland or free zone. I prefer you go with a free zone license. That's good. But that is what the thought process is. Always in business, if you are not ashamed of your startup, then you have waited too long. So don't wait to be the perfect business, to have the perfect description or anything of that sort. Just go and find the damn buyer. Always. So this is the best way for you to start cheap and start efficiently and start effectively and quick. But anyway, let's get to the meat of the conversation and let's get into my computer and let me show you how I register my Delaware LLC. So you first begin with delawareinc.com. Okay, so this is what the website should look like for you. Once you're in here, pretty easy. You will see services. Don't do anything but just click on services. It takes you to this page. Scroll down and over here you will see international formation packages. Go ahead and click on that. And right here is the 3 tiers that you can go with. These 3 tiers are specific for different requirements, but what I would say, if you're starting out with a dropshipping business, with the green one, I wouldn't recommend you to go with a basic or standard. Green is good enough. $179 is an awesome price for you to pay to get your own LLC registered and also in United States. So it will be delivered to you via email, 3 to 5 days, which is amazing. Not a lot of time for you to wait upon. These are all the things that are included with the LLC or the license itself. And then if you were to scroll down, you will see the button or the CTA order now. So click on order now. And over here, please go ahead and list out all of your details. I am not going to go further from here because believe me guys, it is so damn easy. There are not a lot of documents that are required. You just need to put in your name, your email address, your phone number. By the way, for the phone number over here, either you can put in your US phone number, okay? Or you can put in your international phone number. It's totally okay. As far as the company type goes, go with an LLC. Is just, it's just good. Keeps your liabilities in check and it's limited. So if at all anything goes south, you don't want to ending up everything. And then go ahead with the company name. By the way, for the company name, you can go with anything. You can go with your own name. You can go with the word that you always loved. You can go with your children's name. You can go with whatever that comes to you. As long as it's available, it's totally okay. By the way, awesome news for you all. You can have unlimited amount of Shopify stores on one Delaware LLC. All you got to do is on the back end, the legal name of business, both on Shopify and Stripe, you can just put in the name of your business and you are good to go. All right, from here, they're also going to ask you an option that says, do you need your EIN? By the way, guys, for Delaware LLC, you will definitely require an EIN because EIN plus the Delaware LLC's information is what is going to be put on Stripe for you to activate your Stripe account. And you definitely need a Stripe payment gateway. It is the #1 payment gateway on the planet, okay? So EIN is important. It is the tax ID given out by IRS. Now, as I already stated before, it is, if you were to go by IRS, then it is going to take you 45 to 60 days. Sometimes it even takes longer. I don't get it why it takes that long, but it does. So we cannot do anything about it. However, you definitely value your time. If you are somebody who regards time over money, then you can definitely reach out to me. Like I said, I'm gonna charge you a tad high, but I'm going to get you an EIN in 48 hours guaranteed. The reason why we are able to do that, by the way, just to let you know, I'm not trying to sell you anything here, but just to let you know, the reason why we are able to achieve that is because on a monthly basis, we form so many LLCs for both ourselves and my clients and my students and my team. So hence the reason why we have a close tie with the CAAs and CPAs in IRS, and hence the reason why we are able to get the EIN in 48 hours or even less. Sometimes it even takes us 24 hours at max to get our EIN. And once you have your EIN and once you have your LLC copies, certificates, that's it. You're ready to roll with your Stripe. Stripe will be activated literally in just minutes, and that's it. That is good enough for you to roll and accept payments from your Shopify account to your Stripe, and then from Stripe to TransferWise, and then from TransferWise or Payoneer, to your UAE bank account. If you are unfamiliar with the journey that I just portrayed over here, I'm going to leave a link over here right at the top for you to take a look. Go ahead and take a look. I've spoken exactly what the the journey is for you to understand even more in detail how it works. But hey, that's pretty much it, guys. That's all that you need to know in terms of Delaware LLC and how to register it, and then your EIN, and then your Stripe account. I wanted to keep this video short. Don't want to take a lot of your precious time. But hey, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out both on my Instagram or on my email directly so that my team gets connected and you can get answers to all of the questions that you got. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I don't know what you guys are doing. Come on, go and kill that freaking red color button. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.